in terms of technology, what kind of chemistries are most common in these
Yeah,
applications?
there's, I
I'm
mean,
assuming.
the most common one and the one that is being most successful right now is the lithium ion. It's like the dominant for grid
Mhm.
scale applications, also for EV right now.
Yeah,
There's some other technologies like flow batteries, like the vanadium redox, zinc, bromine. They are good for certain applications because they are easy scalable. So you can just like add, if you need power, you can add easily, you can just increase from, I don't know, for 20, 30 megawatts to 50, or you can also increase the capacity duration of the battery as well. They may degrade less than lithium, but they also have less round trip efficiency. So you always have like
mm.
there's a lot of things to always
When you say less
consider.
round trip efficiency, does that mean like they have fewer life cycles in terms of lifespan, or is it that they can't go to 100% and down to 0%?
What I mean round trip efficiency is that normally the energy that the battery charges, it goes through a conversion process where it loses some energy. There's some energy lost due to the
I
conversion
see.
process. Yeah.
Uh, like
So
you
you,
lose in inverters a
so
little bit.
you correct. So
Same
you
thing
lose in the
happens.
rectification and you lose on the in the inversion of the energy.
Yeah, so and that obviously affects the ultimate kilowatt hour price of the electrons that are.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Got
Exactly. And there's also one interesting technology right now, which is the sodium-based batteries. Those batteries right now, they don't compete. I mean, their cost is not as low as lithium ion right now, but in the future it might. Yeah, so that's a promising technology, which is the sodium-based batteries.
Okay. While we're talking about this, I just want to share for viewers' benefit this one particular page on your website at lightsourcebp.com. If you go to the US site and under Energy Solutions, Energy Storage System, there is a really good resource here in terms of understanding the basics about all the storage system solutions you guys are offering and the value you provide to the utilities. So just wanted to make sure viewers are aware of this resource. Coming back to the value to the utilities. So then, like, if we were to summarize that value, like there's flexibility value, there's the diminishing the volatility, the dispatch capability, providing additional capacity. Yeah, maybe we can talk a little bit about like certain use cases.
I think, yeah, we haven't talked about grid congestion with the amount of renewable penetration that we've seen. What
Yeah.
what what is very common is to have the transmission grid congested, so that leads
Mhm.
to curtailment. So some of the projects like PV projects are curtailed for different periods of time. Sometimes that curtailment levels get to 10% or even more than that in some particular regions. So having
Yeah.
a battery project co-located or in the vicinity can help to diminish that
And
charge.
that helps lessen the volatility on the grid, I guess.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, and that curtailment then, does that usually happen in the midday hours when solar is shining strong and directly onto the system? And the system is producing more than the inverters can and take probably. And yeah, that's essentially free energy loss.
Correct.
And putting that on a battery. And also, if it's running at full force, that might be just too much.
Yeah. And sometimes, and most of the times by doing that, you are reducing the overall cost of energy because what happens is that the LMPs or the energy prices at the node, they are, I mean, they have like three main factors, which is like the what they call the lambda, which is the system price, plus the congestion component, plus losses. So if you have
Mm.
a large congestion component, you're basically having a greater cost of the energy for that particular node. So
Yeah.
with the storage over time, what you do is you're able to lower that cost of energy for this in the system.
So I get that. And the dispatch use case, what does that look like? I think you briefly touched on it, but can you like clarify that again? What's the dispatch?
Most of the times with this renewable penetration, with the PTC as one of the incentives for that is widely used in solar, there's a lot of negative pricing in the grid. So batteries can take advantage of that, like charging at really low prices,
Yeah,
negative sometimes
really
during,
negative.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
actually make money for taking electrons into
correct.
your battery. Yeah.
Exactly. And then you can sell that energy into the market when the price is higher. So you get a big difference. Yeah.
That reminds me of the oil prices of COVID days when, when oil price went to below zero because there's no place to put the
Yeah.
oil coming into the country. Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay. I think we covered most use cases. Are there any others that we should touch on before we jump on to like certain projects that we can talk about maybe or like certain types of
Um,
projects?